Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to the segment of my top 10 dive watches, and I guess the top 10 greatest dive watches that I can think of, really. So, wristwatch check, Rolex Submariner 14060M. Two-liner sapphire Rolex Submariner. Great watch. Is it my favorite watch? No. I probably own it for the wrong reasons. I own it because it's a Rolex Submariner, and it is the greatest dive watch of all time. I don't think many people would dispute that. So let's get it out of the way, right? Submariner, number one. The other one, I feel, it's another great iconic watch. It's a Seamaster. Yeah, okay, so that's number two. Let's get out of the way. Nothing too interesting, right? Now it starts to get a little bit more subjective, right? I feel that the Rolex Sea Dweller is the third greatest dive watch. Some might say it's a Submariner as well, but in my opinion, it's a different watch. Same movement, obviously, but with different, it's just different, different aesthetics. There's no Cyclops. It goes a lot deeper. Will anyone go that deep? Probably not. But the case is also bigger, so it is. I would say it's a different watch. And yeah, so that was number three. Number four. Okay, now things start to get a lot more interesting. The one I love is the Jaeger-LeCoultre Deep Sea Memovox, and I have that as number 4 on my list, just simply because it's so cool. Right, it vibrates. It's like an alarm watch, but with a dive. But for diving purposes, so you could actually feel it in the water, and you would probably hear it as well, just because sound travels a lot quicker, more efficiently in water than it does in air. I would love to hear a Memovox underwater if I ever get the chance, but hasn't happened yet. I could imagine though, it would you would hear it all over the place, and that would be pretty cool. Right, so I have that as number 4. Right, at number 5 is the Tudor Snowflake, and I would extend this to the Tudor Submariners as well, because it essentially is a Tudor Submariner. But I feel that the Snowflake is just that much more iconic because of its hands and its hour markers. It was used by the French Navy, or maybe French military. Either way, it has a lot of history, a lot of provenance. Beautiful watch, beautiful vintage Tudor, and these things are not cheap, right? These things cost more than my Rolex Submariner, right? The vintage Tudor Snowflakes cost more than a Rolex Sapphire Submariner, and they can really go through the roof, right? Depending on the condition and the patina. Honestly, I'd rather have a Rolex Submariner than the Tudor Snowflake, although, if you got into this a long time ago, good for you. Hang on to it. It's a beautiful watch, right? And I have that as number 5, right? At number 6, I have the Blancpain 50 Fathoms. All right, this is the first dive watch ever made, and it was shortly followed by the Rolex Submariner. Great watch, beautiful watch. Would I buy one? Probably not. I would go for the Submariner, but it has to be on the top 10 list simply because of its provenance and it being one of the first dive watches ever made. And that's number 6. Number 7, I have the Omega Ploprof. Right, fantastic watch, great watch. Is it for me? No. It's a bit too chunky, a bit too angular. It's a bit too. This is a real dive watch, all right. I'm a desk diver. Although I do have my diver's license, I'm not an avid diver. But this is probably the most hardcore dive watch that you could buy on the luxury sport, in the luxury market. All right, this is a great watch, the Omega Prof, and that comes at number 7. Now, what do I have? On number 8, that is the IWC Aquatimer. Beautiful watch. Would I buy one? No, probably not, but it's got a lot of history. It's been, it's been in production for many, many years, and yeah, it's a great watch. Is it for me? No. I don't know. To be honest, I'm just trying to fit in iconic dive watches, and coming in at number 9 is the Panerai Radomir. Right, great watch used by Italian Navy, the Frogman. Beautiful watch. Would I buy one? Maybe. Probably not though, but it's a beautiful watch, right? If I were to get a Panerai, it would have to be the Radomir, right? And at number 10, now number 10, I wouldn't say it's iconic, but it is a diver that I pretty like. It's a modern one, and it's the Cartier Calibre diver. Really beautiful watch. I think Cartier really did very well in its execution. Really stunning, very beautiful watch. And to be honest, I was really struggling to fit in number 10. So maybe you guys could give me some suggestions. This is just a watch that I like. I wouldn't say it's iconic just because it's too new, it's too modern, but I do like it, right? It's probably one of the best new chronographs that has come out over the past couple of years. So anyway, that's my top 10 best chronographs, greatest chronographs, iconic chronographs, whatever. 10 chronographs I really love. Anyway, please comment and let me know what you think. Thanks. Bye.